Video 21, Part 16A of 25, Importance of the Plan Resource Management Process. The objective of this video is to present the importance of the plan resource management process and the problems that arise when it is handled inappropriately. The plan resource management process is the first process in the project resource management knowledge area and is related to the planning process group. Please click the like button. Subscribe to my channel and share with others. Thank you. How important is the plan resource management process in the PMBOK planning process group? The plan resource management process is critically important within the PMBOK's planning process group. Here's a breakdown of its importance, explained in detail. 1. It's a foundational bridge between strategy and execution. The planning process group is all about answering the how questions as follows. First, how will we get the people we need? Second, how will we organize, manage, and lead them? Third, how will we ensure they have what they need to succeed? Without clear answers to these questions, the beautifully crafted scope, schedule, and cost baselines are just theoretical documents. This process turns the project strategy into an executable plan for the project team. 2. Direct integration with other key knowledge areas. The output of plan resource management, which is the resource management plan, is a direct input to several other crucial planning processes, as we can see now. First, schedule management. You cannot create a realistic schedule without knowing the availability, skills, and competencies of your resources. An unrealistic schedule is one of the most common causes of project failure. Second, cost management. A significant portion of project costs is human resources. Estimating costs and determining the budget are impossible without a detailed plan for the type and quantity of resources needed. Third, procurement management. If the required resources, which are team members, equipment, and materials, are not available internally, the resource management plan triggers the plan procurement management process to acquire them from outside vendors. Fourth, risk management. Poorly defined roles, unclear responsibilities, and resource shortages are major project risks. This process helps identify these risks early so they can be mitigated. 3. Establishes clarity and prevents conflict. A primary output of this process is the RACI chart: responsible, accountable, consulted, informed. This simple matrix is incredibly powerful because it, first, eliminates ambiguity because everyone knows exactly what their role is and what is expected of them. Second, it avoids duplication of work because it prevents multiple people from unknowingly doing the same task. Third, avoids gaps because ensures no critical task is left unassigned. Fourth, it simplifies communication by clearly defining who needs to be consulted for information and who needs to be kept informed of progress. This clarity is essential for team cohesion and efficiency, preventing the conflicts and delays that arise from confusion over responsibilities. 4. Proactive approach to team development and management. This process forces the project manager to think about the human element, not just the technical tasks. This happens through the following actions. First, training needs. It identifies skill gaps early, allowing time for training or mentoring plans to be included in the schedule and budget. Second, team acquisition strategy. It answers whether to build a team internally, hire contractors, or outsource work. Third, recognition and rewards. It plans how team performance will be recognized and rewarded, which is a key motivator. By planning this upfront, the project manager transitions from a reactive taskmaster to a proactive leader and facilitator. 5. Provides a baseline for control. The resource management plan, along with the team assignments and project organization charts, serves as a baseline. During the executing and monitoring and controlling phases, you can compare, first, planned versus actual resource allocation. The question is, are people being used as intended? Second, planned versus actual cost. The question is, are resource costs exceeding the budget? Third, planned versus actual performance. Is the team's output meeting expectations? Without this baseline, you have no objective way to measure resource performance or control resource-related changes. What are the problems if the plan resource management process is not performed in the PMBOK planning process group as required? Failing to perform the plan resource management process properly, or skipping it altogether, is not a simple oversight. It's a critical failure in project planning that leads to severe consequences across the entire project lifecycle. The problems cascade from strategic misalignment down to daily operational chaos. Here is a detailed breakdown of the specific problems that will arise. 1. Unrealistic project baselines, schedule and budget. The most immediate and damaging consequences are, first, schedule delays. Without knowing the availability, skills, and quantity of resources, the project schedule is built on guesswork. You will inevitably assign tasks to resources who are unavailable, overallocated, or lack the necessary skills, causing immediate and cascading delays. Second, cost overruns. The project budget will be inaccurate. You may underestimate the cost of highly skilled resources, miss the cost of hiring contractors, or fail to budget for necessary training, equipment, or software licenses for the team. 2. Role confusion and accountability gaps. Without a RACI chart or similar tool, chaos ensues for the following reasons. First, no clear ownership. Tasks fall through the cracks because everyone assumes someone else is responsible. Second, duplication of effort. Multiple team members waste time and effort working on the same task unknowingly. Third, blame game. When things go wrong, and they will, there is no clear accountability, leading to finger pointing and a toxic team environment. 3. Ineffective team acquisition and ramp up. First, wrong people for the job. You may be forced to take whoever is available instead of the right person with the correct skills, leading to lower quality work and longer task durations. Second, procurement delays. If you need to hire contractors or purchase equipment, the procurement process will be delayed because you didn't plan for it. The project stalls while you go through lengthy hiring or purchasing procedures. 4. Poor team performance and low morale. First, lack of motivation. Without a plan for recognition, rewards, and team development, team members feel like cogs in a machine. Motivation plummets, leading to lower productivity and higher disengagement. Second, no conflict resolution plan. Interpersonal conflicts, which are inevitable, will fester and disrupt the team because there was no established method for addressing them. Third, burnout. Resources become dramatically overallocated because there was no plan to balance workload. Key team members are stretched across too many tasks, leading to exhaustion, mistakes, and turnover. 5. Ineffective communication. First, stakeholder miscommunication. Without defining communication lines, such as who needs to be consulted and who needs to be informed, stakeholders are left out of the loop or bombarded with irrelevant information. This leads to misunderstandings, missed requirements, and angry stakeholders. 6. Inability to monitor and control. First, no baseline for measurement. How can you measure performance if you never defined what planned resource usage looks like? You cannot effectively control costs or the schedule because you have no benchmark against which to compare actual performance. Second, reactive, not proactive, management. Instead of managing the project, you are constantly firefighting, dealing with resource crises, conflicts, and delays that could have been anticipated and mitigated with proper planning. 7. Increased project risk. Almost every problem listed above translates directly into a realized risk, as follows. First, resource-related risks. Shortages, skills gaps, and high turnover become certainties, not risks. Second, cost and schedule risks. Significant overruns and delays are guaranteed. Third, quality risks. Unskilled resources, demotivated teams, and constant rush jobs lead to poor quality deliverables that require rework, creating a vicious cycle of more delays and costs. In conclusion, the plan resource management process is vitally important because it is the crucial link that transforms the project's scope, schedule, and cost plans into an actionable plan for the people who will do the work. It is a proactive, integrative process that establishes clarity, mitigates risk, and sets the stage for effective team leadership and project control. Skipping the plan resource management process moves the project from a state of managed, predictable execution to one of reactive chaos, dramatically increasing the likelihood of complete project failure. As a final message, a poorly executed resource management planning process doesn't just create a single problem, it destabilizes the entire foundation of the project. It creates a domino effect where issues in resources cause failures in schedule, budget, quality, and stakeholder satisfaction. Neglecting it is a primary contributor to project failure due to unclear roles, resource shortages, and team conflict. This video is finished, but we will have in the next videos. 1. Creation of WBS for different projects using WBS Schedule Pro. 2. Examples of project plans using MS Project. And many more videos. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you like this video and want us to continue with new topics. Subscribe to the channel. All content is free. You can also comment suggesting topics you would like to see on this channel. Thank you.